Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So I've been under the weather for quite some days now. That's why you haven't seen me update you guys on what's happening with the 714 method, right? But today being Friday, which is just the last day of the week, I'm just trying to try our best and do what remind ourselves that yes, the 714 method is still powerful and it still works very good, right? So what's the better way to do this than to just show you how it's done in a live trade, right? So obviously I'm not in any trade right now. I'm currently not in any trades. So it's just the 714 method that I'm going to trade just right now. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. First of all, we need to mark our levels, which is 12 right here, and the other level should be around somewhere 11 a.m, right? So around somewhere here. So yeah, obviously this is what we are having. So let's go back to our 5 minute time frame and analyze what's inside the 714 method. So obviously when you look closely at it, you realize that we were having something that looks like a V trend, right? So this is what happened. You can obviously see the price started from here, pushed all the way up, and came all the way back down again immediately, even though we do not get to this range. So we're almost having a V trend, but unfortunately we do not get to this range, right? So yeah, what we are having currently is an uptrend. So if we're having an uptrend, our expectations are that price should do what? Should push all the way down. This right here is our expectations, right? So how do we enter into this trade? Now, the first thing you have to do after you understand these things is look above right here. When you look closely, you realize that we don't really have any place to use to enter into our trade. So probably if we go to a bigger time frame, maybe we'll get a clear view of what the market is doing. So obviously on a bigger time frame, you can realize, or you can obviously see that this right here was our last low. Probably that's right there is a break of structure, right? So when you trace it out, you can see that price just came back to retest that last low, and we're probably pushing all the way down because by the looks of it on a bigger time frame, we are still in a downtrend, as you can see. Yeah, we are still in a downtrend, and this is also a very serious low, to be honest. When you look closely at it, you can see that that low has been rejected a couple of times right here, and it has been rejected right here again. So obviously there's a likelihood that after this retest, price will just start shooting all the way down. It will probably get all the way down to this lows right here, maybe reach this my initial low that I was actually targeting, right? So let's go and analyze the 5 minute time frame, right? So let's see what's happening. All right. So when you look closely at the 5 minute time frame, what we are looking at is an uptrend that just got rejected, right? So obviously when you look at it from this point of view, let me change this to white so that you can see it very well. So when you look at this from this point of view, you realize that this right here was our last high. Price came to it, but as you can see, sellers immediately took over, right? So price is pushing all the way down. So that's just what it's telling you. It's telling you that price is pushing all the way down. There's no way price is going all the way up. So yeah, when you look closely as well, you can also see that we are having a trend line just probably around this range right here, right? So from here all the way through, you can see something happening, right? You can see something happening right here. So that right there is a trend line right there. So you can obviously see price coming in very seriously and very hot, right? So obviously that is also a chart pattern. So indirectly, it's just everything right now is telling us the price is pushing all the way down. Now the only thing that we are waiting for is just for me to enter into this trade, because currently there is no reason why we shouldn't enter into this trade, right? Price is pushing all the way down. We just have to enter into this trade. Now where do we put our stop loss? So our stop loss has to go above this level right here, because when you look closely at that range, you realize that this level right here is a pullback, right? So this is a push, a pullback, and price started weakening all the way down. Now obviously if I wasn't talking inside this video, probably I would have gotten into the trade around this range right here. But yes, that's why stop losses are there, right? So that's just what we need to do. Our stop loss is supposed to be here because we already know price is going down, right? Within the 714 method, we are in an uptrend. If we're in an uptrend, we are looking for downtrend, right? So this is not really a big deal. Now, our first and second TP. So when you look closely at the trend itself, you realize that obviously we tried harder around this range until price couldn't just push through again, and we are now kicking all the way down, right? So there's a likelihood that price will drop all the way down and take out this low right here. But should that be your first TP? That is the problem. Absolutely not, right? Why am I saying absolutely not? Because obviously, you know for sure that today is Friday. Price might not really go that much. It might not really go that far. So you don't really know what price is going to do, right? So we'll try our best and use this first level right here, which is this last order block as our first TP. When price gets to it, we are now having a peace of mind. But yeah, that's just it. Let's hope that this trade actually pushes all the way down.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so as you can see, that's how you execute a perfect 714 method trade, right? That's why you execute a perfect trade with this strategy. Very, very simple. Now, have you guys actually noticed anything different about my entries? Now, I know a lot of you guys will not notice it, but let me just explain. So, immediately after we got in, there was news, right? I did not even realize there was news. Price pushed all the way down very, very fast into our TP, right? That was our first TP. It got hit instantly, but price just immediately starts to reverse. Now, you're probably wondering, why didn't I get out of the trade when price was reversing? Mind you, we were still in my stop loss. We did not get to the end of my stop loss. That's one. Two, even if there was nothing to actually stop price from moving, I would have personally gotten out of the trade because I'm not going to be in a trade whilst I know it's pushing all the way up to my stop loss, right? No, I'll get out of the trade. But I've already said it when I was explaining how to enter into the trade or when I was analyzing it. I talked about this trend line right here. So what was price doing? Price was just trying its best to reverse all the way back up to retest that trend line that price just broke through, right? Very, very simple. So when it retests it, what is it going to do? It's going to continue shooting all the way down. So this right here being our first rejection with that candle right there. So hold on, let me use this properly. You see it well. So this black candle right here being our what? That's a bearish candle, right? Being our first rejection, price push all the way up, another second rejection. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm entering into another trade again. Despite my first TP has already been hit, I'm going to enter into another trade again because I know price is pushing all the way down. That's how easy this strategy is. Just the only thing you need to do is just learn it. Just try your best and learn it. I've told my students countless times, just try your best and learn it. Now, I have to cut this video very, very short. I've told you guys I'm under the weather and I've already told my students where to get out of their trades, right? I mean, they've already gotten out of another trade around this range right here. So the other trade, they know where to get out of it. The only reason why I'm doing this live trading is because I needed to trade it live with them. And at the same time, I'm just feeling guilty for not actually showing you guys or motivating you guys with the trades that I've actually taken within this week with the 714 method, right? Because I haven't really been feeling well, right? But yeah, that's just it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.